Hey Broncos fans, welcome to Broncos News Now, your channel for everything Denver Broncos. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any hot NFL news. The NFL world is buzzing like never before, and the Denver Broncos have just ignited a firestorm of speculation with what insiders are calling a potential historic trade that could redefine the quarterback landscape in the league. According to multiple unconfirmed whispers circulating through the league, the Broncos are making a serious push to bring in Jordan Love, a young quarterback whose potential has been both celebrated and debated since his entry into the league. Fans are already dissecting every angle, from offensive schemes to locker room chemistry, as the mere possibility of Love donning the iconic orange and blue sends shockwaves through social media. Analysts are pointing out that this move, if finalized, could signify a bold statement from the Broncos front office, signaling their intent to aggressively pivot the team toward a future-centered strategy, all while raising questions about their current quarterback situation. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly on high alert, assessing how this move could disrupt plans across the conference and trigger a domino effect in trade negotiations. Every media outlet seems to have a slightly different take, and the rumor mill is operating at full speed as fans and pundits alike speculate on how Love's arrival could reshape offensive strategies, team dynamics, and even the identity of the Broncos as a franchise heading into the next chapter of NFL history. Sources close to the situation hint that discussions between the Broncos executives and Jordan Love's current team have been intense and meticulously calculated, with both sides reportedly weighing every potential scenario. The sheer scale of this rumored deal is what has fans talking endlessly, as insiders describe negotiations that could involve multiple draft picks and other strategic assets, creating a ripple effect that might influence not just the Broncos but the entire league. There is talk that the Broncos front office is envisioning Love as the centerpiece of a long-term rebuild, potentially signaling a shift away from their current quarterback strategy and hinting at a more aggressive approach to roster management. In locker rooms across the league, whispers of Denver's audacious intentions are spreading, leading to speculation about how other teams might respond in kind, whether by bolstering their own quarterback depth or by maneuvering through trades and acquisitions that could preempt the Broncos' move. Fans, analysts, and casual observers are glued to any snippet of news or social media hint, debating the timing, impact, and even the psychological effects on both teams involved. This level of intrigue is rare in the NFL, and the Broncos appear to be deliberately orchestrating a moment that keeps everyone talking, questioning, and analyzing every potential outcome as the rumor gains traction and becomes a focal point of league-wide conversations. Meanwhile, the reaction among fans has been nothing short of electric, with online forums, Twitter threads, and fan podcasts exploding with speculation, praise, and skepticism. Some fans see this rumored acquisition of Jordan Love as a masterstroke, a bold gamble that could redefine the Broncos' trajectory and inject fresh energy into a franchise seeking a new era of dominance. Others are cautious, pointing out the inherent risks of trading for a quarterback who has yet to fully cement himself as a consistent starter, arguing that the move could backfire if expectations are not managed carefully. Analysts have begun producing intricate breakdowns, weighing Love's strengths, weaknesses, and potential fit within Denver's offensive system, exploring how his mobility, arm strength, and decision-making could harmonize or clash with existing personnel. The online chatter has reached a fever pitch, with hashtags trending, memes circulating, and debates intensifying about whether the Broncos are making a visionary move or an impulsive gamble. Meanwhile, sports radio shows are dedicating hours to dissecting the rumored trade, interviewing former players, scouts, and insiders who hint at confidential discussions behind closed doors. Every rumor adds fuel to the fire, and the sense that something monumental could be unfolding is creating an atmosphere where anticipation, hope, and anxiety coexist in perfect tension among the Broncos' faithful and league observers alike. On the field, the implications of a potential Jordan Love trade are already the subject of animated speculation, as coaches, players, and fans debate how a quarterback of his caliber could reshape offensive schemes, red zone strategies, and game day dynamics. Some insiders argue that Love's style could complement Denver's existing weapons in unprecedented ways, potentially unlocking an offensive evolution that has eluded the team for seasons. Others caution that integrating a young quarterback into a system with established expectations could be a delicate process, requiring patience, adaptation, and strategic finesse from both coaching staff and players. Meanwhile, rival teams are rumored to be recalculating their own game plans, anticipating that the Broncos' move could alter playoff matchups, division standings, and long-term team-building strategies across the league. Sports analysts are generating mock scenarios, imagining how Love's addition could transform passing patterns, timing routes, and even defensive approaches by opponents who must now account for a dynamic, potentially game-changing quarterback. The narrative surrounding Denver's rumored acquisition is not just about the trade itself, but about the cascading consequences that could ripple throughout the NFL, igniting speculation that reaches far beyond the front office, permeating every level of team strategy, media analysis, and fan discourse in an almost cinematic fashion. Financially, the potential trade for Jordan Love is rumored to involve complex considerations, including salary cap implications, contract negotiations, and long-term investment in a quarterback projected to be a franchise cornerstone. Front office insiders suggest that the Broncos are meticulously calculating the balance between immediate competitiveness and sustainable growth, weighing how Love's contract, incentives, and projected development align with broader organizational goals. League analysts have noted that this rumored move could set a precedent, influencing how other teams approach quarterback acquisitions and trade negotiations, potentially elevating the perceived value of young quarterbacks with untapped potential. Meanwhile, fan reactions are entwined with speculation about team finances, with debates ranging from affordability and risk management to the strategic wisdom of mortgaging future draft capital for a promising but unproven talent. Every detail that emerges, from contract structures to potential add-on clauses, is scrutinized, dissected, and debated endlessly across sports media platforms, creating a multi-layered narrative that merges financial strategy, player potential, and organizational ambition. In essence, the Broncos are not just rumored to be acquiring a quarterback. They're rumored to be orchestrating a story that could reverberate across the league in ways that are as financial as they are competitive, capturing the imagination of fans and pundits alike in a whirlwind of speculation and excitement. Finally, as the rumor continues to dominate headlines, it is clear that the Denver Broncos have succeeded in sparking one of the most intense periods of speculation in recent NFL memory. From analysts in studios to fans in living rooms, everyone seems to have a theory, a prediction, or a warning about what a Jordan Love trade could mean for the future of the franchise and the league as a whole. The whispers of a deal have created an ecosystem of discussion that spans social media platforms, podcasts, and sports commentary shows, each iteration adding new layers of intrigue, opinion, and conjecture. Even without official confirmation, the narrative has taken on a life of its own, with every reported detail feeding into a collective anticipation that continues to grow by the hour. Observers note that the Broncos appear to be strategically leveraging the rumor itself, generating attention, excitement, and pressure in a calculated way that magnifies both the stakes and the spectacle. Whether this deal materializes or remains an audacious whisper in the corridors of power, the conversation it has generated is emblematic of the league's high-stakes, drama-driven nature, proving once again that in the NFL, the rumor mill can be as impactful as the games themselves. Fans, analysts, and insiders alike are now glued to every report, tweet, and hint, fully immersed in a story that feels bigger than any single game or season, as Denver positions itself at the center of a narrative that could define the next era of NFL excitement. Even as the rumor of Jordan Love joining the Broncos circulates, speculation about how this move might reshape the team's internal dynamics has become almost obsessive among fans and insiders alike. Locker room discussions, team chemistry, and leadership structures are now central topics, as observers wonder how a new quarterback, particularly one with as much potential and scrutiny as Love, would interact with veterans and emerging talent. Pundits are dissecting every possible scenario, imagining how Love's presence could alter on-field communication, decision-making hierarchies, and even the confidence levels of receivers and running backs. Analysts note that integrating a quarterback with a high ceiling yet still developing skill set requires a delicate balance of coaching, mentoring, and organizational support. Social media is alive with debate, with fans speculating on potential alliances, rivalries, and mentoring relationships within the team. Every angle is being explored, from practice habits to leadership style, as speculation fuels a narrative in which Love's influence is already being felt off the field months before any official confirmation. The Broncos are reportedly aware of these dynamics, with insiders hinting that the front office is weighing not only the talent acquisition, but also the intangible effects on team culture, cohesion, and long-term strategic development. The rumor has become a story of potential transformation, where a single move could ripple through every layer of the franchise, altering expectations, routines, and the very identity of the team in the minds of fans and analysts alike. Sports media coverage has intensified, creating a 24-hour rumor cycle fueled by speculation, insider chatter, and fan-generated theories. Analysts on television and radio dissect each reported interaction, each tweet, and each hint with a meticulous scrutiny usually reserved for confirmed transactions. Social media platforms have exploded with polls, debates, and hypothetical scenarios, ranging from offensive strategies to predictions about playoff outcomes. Podcasts dedicate hours to imagining Love's integration into Denver's playbook, while YouTube channels break down film footage of past performances, highlighting strengths, weaknesses, and potential growth areas. The rumor has essentially created a parallel narrative that exists independently of official announcements, capturing the imagination of anyone with a passing interest in the NFL. The intensity of this coverage has forced fans and rival teams alike to consider not just the tactical implications, but the broader psychological and cultural shifts that such a trade could induce. It is as if the mere possibility of Love arriving in Denver has already reshaped the landscape of discussion, speculation, and anticipation, creating a storyline that transcends the boundaries of conventional reporting and enters the realm of near-constant fan engagement. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk Broncos. And don't forget to hit the bell to get all the latest NFL updates. Meanwhile, rival teams are rumored to be in a flurry of behind-the-scenes activity, analyzing how the Broncos' possible acquisition of Jordan Love might force adjustments to their own roster strategies and draft plans. Front offices are reportedly exploring contingencies, considering both preventative measures and offensive counters that could mitigate Denver's potential advantage. League insiders suggest that some teams might even be contemplating accelerated trade discussions or strategic draft pick maneuvers to preempt the Broncos' rumored move. Analysts highlight that the ripple effect of acquiring a quarterback like Love extends far beyond Denver, influencing division rivalries, conference matchups, and even contract negotiations for other players. Every development, from practice reports to minor social media hints, is being scrutinized as a potential indicator of the Broncos' ultimate strategy. Fans are equally engrossed, speculating on how Love's arrival might change the balance of power within the division and across the league. The rumor has, in essence, created a web of intrigue that connects team strategy, player development, fan expectation, and media coverage, generating a multi-dimensional story that dominates conversation from stadiums to living rooms nationwide. Off-field implications of the rumored trade have also become a hot topic, as analysts explore how Jordan Love's presence could affect marketing, fan engagement, and merchandise strategies for the Broncos. Insider whispers suggest that the team may be preparing to leverage the excitement around a potential superstar acquisition, anticipating increased ticket sales, viewership, and overall brand visibility. Sponsorship and advertising discussions are reportedly heating up, with the prospect of Love becoming the face of the franchise, offering new opportunities for partnerships and revenue streams. Meanwhile, fan speculation extends into social media trends, merchandise releases, and even fan behavior in stadiums, as communities imagine the energy and excitement a new quarterback could bring to game days. Sports economists and media analysts weigh in, considering how a high-profile trade can influence financial performance and long-term brand equity, highlighting that the implications of Love joining the Broncos reach far beyond on-field performance. Every new rumor adds layers to the story, creating a dynamic interplay between sports, business, and fan culture that underscores the multifaceted impact of high-profile NFL transactions, even before they are officially confirmed. The strategic implications for Denver's coaching staff are also a central point of discussion, as insiders suggest that integrating a quarterback like Jordan Love would require a recalibration of playbooks, practice routines, and game day decision-making processes. Coaches are rumored to be exploring adjustments to offensive schemes, assessing how Love's strengths, arm talent, mobility, and field vision can be maximized while mitigating risks associated with inexperience or adaptation to new systems. Pundits speculate on potential shifts in snap timing, route combinations, and red zone efficiency, imagining how a quarterback of Love's profile could unlock new tactical opportunities for the Broncos. Behind closed doors, coaching staff are reportedly evaluating personnel decisions, anticipating which supporting players might thrive under a Love-led offense and which might require additional support. The rumor, therefore, has become as much about strategic recalibration as it is about the quarterback himself, illustrating how a single high-profile trade could trigger systemic changes within the organization. Analysts and fans alike continue to debate these possibilities, each new rumor or insider tip feeding into an intricate web of expectation, strategy, and anticipation that underscores the high stakes of the NFL's competitive environment. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, give us a like and share with other Broncos fans. And of course, make sure to subscribe to Broncos News now to stay on top of all the NFL news and analysis.